Hi everyone, this is Lori Whitlock. Welcome to the YouTube channel today. In this video, we're going to have a little tutorial teaching you how to use a couple of my Dingbat fonts to turn them into some darling Christmas tags. Of course, you could use this technique for any tags throughout the year, but this is an awesome little technique using my Tag Dingbat font that you'll see up here. And I have several, in fact I have about 6 Christmas Dingbat fonts that have darling little characters in them. The one that you're looking at right now is called LW Christmas 4 Dingbats. You can go search for those in my store by typing in, with quotation marks, let's see, I just typed in, oops, I just messed that up, Christmas Dingbats, and put the quotes around it, and that's going to bring up my first Dingbat font that's Christmas. And then if you'll put a 2 there, you'll see the number 2, 3. These Dingbats have such adorable characters in them, but like I said, I've got 6 of them. So as long as you use those quotation marks around it, it's going to bring up the exact Dingbat font that you're looking for. So once you have those, you can download them, install them on your system, then launch Silhouette Studio. That's the key with Dingbat fonts or any fonts, is to install them and then launch the software, then they'll show up for you. You can also do this with Cricut Design Space. It's super easy, same thing. You're just going to type out the character you want and then layer them together, and we're going to print and cut them, and then we're going to color them with some beautiful Arteza alcohol markers that I have. So I'll be showing you that part after we get the print and cut ready to go. But I have just typed out all the characters, and then I've associated the LW Tag Dingbats font with this first set up at the top, and then here at the bottom I've done all the alphabet characters again and typed out the LW Christmas 4 Dingbats font. I'm going to go ahead and use this little Santa holding this darling little Merry Christmas sign. I'm going to delete the rest of the characters, and we'll just do our sample using him. I think he's really cute, and we'll have fun coloring him. As you notice, there were a lot of really fun phrases, Merry and Bright, Merry Christmas, Season's Greetings. You could layer and create any sort of combination that you would want to create. Just go to town having fun making these cute tags. This is also really fun for children to get involved doing as well. So you can get some tags printed out and have them help you color them. You may not want to have them use your nice alcohol markers, or maybe you do, just depends on what you want. But we're going to go ahead and scale that tag up a little bit. Not sure why we have such a large text box, but let's go ahead and release the compound path. That's going to turn this into a shape. Let's go ahead and make it a compound path again to keep that dot right where it belongs. Make sure it doesn't move. I'm going to fill that with white again, and I'm going to scale that up to about 4 inches tall or so. We'll have a nice sized tag to work with. Looks like we've got some extra characters or something in this line, but again, I'm just going to go ahead and object, release the compound path, and then object and make the compound path. That'll keep Santa Claus all together. Right now he's outlined in clear, so let's go fill him with black. Just go to our fill window there, fill him with black, and then we'll scale him to fit on that tag. He is so cute. So at this point we just need to get our print and cut ready to go. I'm going to group that together so they can't move apart. I'm going to go to my page setup window, make sure that I'm set up for the correct machine, Cameo 4 with the Cameo cutting mat, and my media size I'm going to change to letter because that's what I have for a home printer, is a letter size printer, and I'm going to be printing on 8.5 by 11 paper. We'll want to go over to that third tab over and turn on our registration marks. Back to that first tab, make sure that you have your show print border on and your show cut border on. And then we can just fill this page with tags. Command and arrow is going to give me a couple of tags in a row. I'm just going to probably put 4 or so on this sheet because I can. And we'll go ahead and send this to our home printer by pressing the little printer icon at the top. That's going to prepare our page. You'll see that the outline on our tags is gone, which is exactly what we want. We don't want to see that. If you see that outline, make sure you go back and turn that off. But we want to see Santa Claus. We want him to print out, and we want to make sure that we've placed our artwork far away from all those crosshatched gray areas on our page back here, just to make sure your machine will see all those registration marks properly. Go ahead and click print. I'm going to send that to my laser printer, and then we'll come back to the design, the table here, and I will show you how to color these with these beautiful alcohol markers. Okay, now I have my cardstock all printed with my 4 Santa Clauses ready to do the print and cut with my tags. And at this point, you might want to go ahead and put these in your machine and cut the tags out and then color them. That way the machine, if you have any errors with cutting, you'll know before you put all the time into coloring them. For this video, I'm going to go ahead and color them before I cut them out. And I'm just going to do one of them so that I can demonstrate that to you. But like I said, you might want to go ahead and cut the tags out first. I'm going to leave them attached to the paper while I cut, or attached to the mat while I cut, because it helps hold my paper nice and flat. And I have this beautiful, beautiful set of Arteza markers that they have sent me to demonstrate with. They're a wonderful company to order from, a great place to get some Christmas gifts this holiday season. And if you'll take a look down in the description of this video, I'm going to give you a coupon code so that you can get a discount on your order this week before Christmas. So go check out these. This is a 72 set of EverBlend art markers. So I'll have a direct link to those. I'm also so excited that they sent me this awesome little bin to keep all of my tools in. This is going to help me stay so much more organized. I'm always looking for a hook or some adhesive or my glasses, scissors. I have got it all here in this wonderful little tote. I've also got a second one. This comes in a 2-pack, a white and a dark gray, and I'm keeping my painting supplies in this other tote. So I think these are fabulously handy. I'm so excited to implement these into my studio and start using them. And these alcohol markers are so much fun if you've ever played with them before. The beauty of alcohol markers is they blend. So I have this great set here with all these beautiful colors. So we're just gonna get started. I'm gonna find a red. I'm going to find a dark red and a lighter red. And I'm just going to go ahead and outline. And if you'll notice, these pens these markers have a small tip and a large broad tip. I'm going to start with the small tip and just outline around the red pieces of my Santa Claus. So I'm just going to go around his hat. And that's the beauty of these markers, is you can just go to town being creative with them. And they blend together. So we're going to put down like a darker and then a lighter, and you don't have to be too careful. You can go outside the lines a little, make it look a little bit watercolory. That's what makes alcohol markers so much fun. Kind of adding these outlines around the shapes kind of makes it feel like a little bit of shading. And being a little rough with the edges actually turns out looking really nice. So don't be afraid of this technique. And the fun thing about this is it makes it look a little more handmade. I wouldn't say homemade, but handmade. So you can take your red and just fill in the rest of that shape. And then there's a blending marker that can kind of help you to blend those colors together. It might be better to use the broad tip marker on some of these larger areas. The beauty of these alcohol markers is it kind of lends itself to more of a watercolory look to it, and I love that. Okay, there's this blender marker here that you can kind of use to help blend colors together too. Just put some of that down and it just helps to kind of put them together. Just let it do its thing. It kind of gets it wet and then it takes a minute to just kind of start the blending. Okay, and then we'll go to Let's just find a cute little pink to put in his cheeks there. Find a skin tone to put on his face. That's another thing I love about these alcohol markers is they're just so subtle. Like, look how beautiful that color is there on his face. Okay, let's go find some browns. And I'm going to test these a little bit. I was playing around earlier with this little snowman. That's a good brown for maybe the inside of that sign. Let's find just a shade darker. Maybe a little darker than that one. That's pretty dark. Maybe on that one. Like that. Let's do this one and this one. Okay, we'll put that darkest one back. Okay, so we'll take our darker of the two that we're going to use and just, maybe I will use the thicker edge this time, just to give it a good outline. Kind of adds a little shading dimension. And we'll take our lighter Okay, darling. So at this point, you could do a little shading on his beard, kind of like I did here on the snowman. I added just a little bit of gray around the edge of the snowman to kind of give him a little dimension. I'm just going to do that with his white areas here. Then you can take that blending marker and just kind of, oh, we've got a little bit of pink in there. Well, that's okay. We'll just blend that around. Gonna add just a little gray down in here. You could even use the black marker to just darken up the black areas around the edges or something to add some dimension to those mittens and shoes. Okay, so at this point, I would go ahead and take him to the printer and cut him out. So we've got a cute little tag ready to go. So I'll see you back here in just a minute after I go to my machine and cut him out. Before I do that though, I see one little spot of yellow on his buckle. I'm gonna add orangish yellow. Cute. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so there we have it. Our darling little tag is all done. I just went and cut it out with my silhouette. I took my paper on my mat and loaded it into my machine and went back to the send panel and just turned on the cut outline only. So just make sure you don't cut out the Santa Claus. Make sure you just do the outer tag only, so that you do that by selecting the artwork and just saying cut edge only, And then that's what you get. You'll get your cute little tags. If you color all of them, you'll have 4 darling little tags this size. They're about a 4-inch tag on an 8.5 by 11. And then you can just take some ribbon, feed that through the hole, or do it however you want to do it. But you can just feed that through the hole and have a cute little tag to tie on to any gift for the holiday season. So cute and so much fun. I love how professional these look. These Arteza EverBlend markers, alcohol markers. The 72 set has a wonderful variety of colors, allows you to do some amazing things. And again, I wanted to show you my darling new tote from Arteza. I will put the link in the description if you're interested in getting organized and adding some alcohol markers to your collection of crafting supplies this holiday season. Have a great day, and I will see you all in another video. Bye-bye.